What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
Am all.
podcast, episode 77, Big Energy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good Monday afternoon, or whether you're at work or you're off or whatever you're doing today. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you tuning in to our show today. We got a lot to get into, a lot of things to talk about. So without further ado, let's get to it. And we are back. Chris and Mall podcast, episode 77, Big Energy Monday. Mall, what's going on?
Man, not much, bro. Nice weekend. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. A little tired, but I'm good. It's
It's
my
hot
off
as
day.
hell outside, boy. We ain't
Is
even
it?
hit triple digits yet.
I ain't been outside yet, so I wouldn't know. So,
Mm-mm.
all right, man. Let's get into these topics, brother. Let's talk about the NBA NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Um, what is your recap of the playoffs so far, sir?
Well, so far, like I'll start with a couple of series that people aren't really talking about too much. I think with the Celtics and the Cavs series, we're kind of starting to see this trend where the Celtics really don't get up for game two. The inconsistencies with them and just I don't know with them. Just seems with them, they have a little bit of focus issues right now. Like the East is so kind of weak with the Celtics. The Celtics have been like kind of just like, you know, easing by, man. Like honestly, like I know I know they play tonight against the Cavs. I'm expecting another Celtics blowout, man. Donovan Mitchell is like playing his butt off, but Evan Mobley, man, we need to see him kind of like he needs to get his offensive game more up to speed with where he's at in his career. A lot of people have expected to see more from him in his career. I know he's still young, but he definitely needs to develop more on that offensive side. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics win the next two and kind of close this out and gear up for the East Finals. Next one, I'll start with the Thunder and Mavericks. I think this series is really good. Kyrie Irving has really low key been the best player on the Mavericks right now. Shea is doing what Shea does. I think Lou Dort, he's been kind of like the guy that's been kind of giving Luka some headaches a little bit. Luka is playing through some nicks and some knacks. I think he has like a knee injury. He also twisted his ankle or something like that. So we still technically haven't gotten a really good Luka game. I'm curious to see if we're actually going to get that with all the injuries that he's going through and the person that he's being guarded by. But they need to figure out the whole Josh Giddey situation. He's been so ineffective in that starting lineup. So I'm very curious to see where this goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder win the next game, and I wouldn't be surprised if this went 7 games. But we'll see. The Pacers and Knicks. Look, that game 3, man. I thought the Knicks had it in the bag, man. But the Pacers were able to pull that game out. Was able to pull the momentum. With all the Knicks injuries that they do have, you're kind of starting to see the wear and tear on these guys. I know you're starting to hear some rumblings, through fans and certain people on the internet about Tibbs's rotations. Him kind of wearing his guys out. I get it to a degree, but at the same time, they are missing a lot of key pieces. Julius Randle's out, Mitchell Robinson is out, Bojan Bogdanovic is out. And now OG, so hopefully they might be able to get possibly OG back with that hamstring, but we all know hamstring injuries can be a little iffy. And then obviously we saw that Mother's Day Massacre Part 2 yesterday with the Pacers pretty much blowing them out. And that game was pretty much called by halftime. So It's going to be a big game. Game 5 is going to be huge. I expect the Knicks to come out and with a little bit more energy. I think that I expect them to hit more of their shots. So that one should be a really good one. I think whoever wins that one definitely will win that series. And then last but not least, man, it's the series of all series right now, the Timberwolves and Nuggets. First two games, it looked like the Timberwolves was really dominating, especially on the road. They looked so superior against the Nuggets. It looked like just the waves of guys that they had was just giving Jamal Murray and Jokic problems. But I'll say this, man, the two series in Minnesota, you kind of saw the Nuggets, some of the key guys on the bench, like Reggie Jackson. Obviously, Aaron Gordon's a starter, but he played really well yesterday. Seemed like the guys seemed like their other players on the team, not named Murray and Jokic, played better on the road than they did at home. So I think that was kind of the difference. The Timberwolves need to figure out how to give more help to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards played amazing last night. Karl Anthony Towns needs to be kind of like he's kind of like on that same boat as like D'Lo for me. The inconsistencies that he does have, he should be way more consistent with the talent that he does have. But when you watch him, he can be a little bit irritating to watch. And then obviously, Rudy Gobert, he was named Defensive Player of the Year. Where is it at? This is kind of like the situations where I was talking my shit with Anthony Davis. I'm like, you're not going to stop Jokic, but that kind of performance that Rudy Gobert played, man, is kind of pathetic. He needs to have some kind of force in the paint, man. Like, you're Defensive Player of the Year, you need to be able to do something. Like, it's not like he's not an athletic big. It's not like he can't move around. But he needs to get his head in the game. I understand he just had a kid, but this is game time, man. This is for the series. So, all these series are close, minus to me the Celtics and Cavs one. And any of these, the rest of the three can go either way, man. So we'll see, man. Overall, man, it's been minus the games yesterday. Both of them were pretty much blowouts, but overall, man, the semi has been really good.
Yeah, that Pacers and Knicks series has been, kind of crazy. They've been going back and forth. The Timberwolves, I don't know, since they've been back home, they haven't looked the same. I don't know, I guess Denver kind of got their stuff together too, but you would think, Timberwolves at home, playoffs, they got, everything in front of them, and they didn't handle business like they should have. So now they got the Nuggets are right back into this thing, and you know we wouldn't be surprised if they go back home and close it out. That experience, kicking in too, and then the Mavs and Thunder, Kyrie's playing his ass off, man. He's doing his thing, man. I gotta commend him, man. He's balling out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. This playoffs is getting interesting, man.
So let me ask you. I want to get your opinion. After what you've seen so far, what are you going to be your predictions on who's going to make it to the West Finals and the East Finals right now? If you had to predict right now.
If I'm going off of what I've seen, I'm probably gonna roll with Mavs and Nuggets.
Okay.
In the Western Conference, and then Celtics. I'm gonna still go Celtics Knicks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Celtics Knicks.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you on the East Finals. I think Celtics Knicks. I think that's still going to be the series. And then in the West, that Thunder Mavs that's a toss up. I'm still going to ride with my boy Shea. I think Shea and them are going to pull it out. And then I'm still going to stick with the Timberwolves, man. I think Anthony Edwards is. Look, I know it's going to be tough to out the champs. I know it is, but I think we're going to see something special with Edwards, man, here in these next two games for sure.
You're gonna have to, yeah. And I mean, the Timberwolves, they play a little bit better with better urgency when they're on the road than when they're at home. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win one of them. So.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen on Twitter, man, Laker fans, we've dubbed the Timberwolves the Los Angeles Laker Wolves. God. You know what I'm saying? So we are Team Wolves, man. So let's go. Get these McNuggets out of here, man. For real, man. I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers.
That's horrible.
What you mean that's horrible?
That's terrible, man.
Why? I'm not trying to see Jamal Murray. I'm not trying to see Jamal Murray again, bro. I'm good.
Where have you guys gone as a fan base? You're rooting for the Wolves?
Yeah, we've dubbed them the Los Angeles Wolves. That's his point. We have dubbed them that. We are all Team Wolves. If you're a Laker fan, you already know what's up.
Oh, Jesus. All right, man.
Come on, man. Don't hate. Don't hate, man. Come on, man. You be the same way, dog. Come on, man. If this is your
I
team.
would never be the same way.
What you mean? Like, if there was a team that was all right, so if there was a team like let's look at the NFL. Like, if the if the Bengals just kept whooping that ass against the Chiefs, and then they played a team that you could care, like you root for some of the players that's on there, you'd be like, yo, we root for this team to take out this team for sure. Because
Yeah, I want the Texans to beat the Bengals, of course.
yeah,
But I'm
that's all I'm
not
saying.
dubbing them the Kansas City Texans.
Hey man, we're team Wolves. That's all we saying. That's all we saying.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get through these playoffs, man. I
We do.
see. I
We
feel
do.
you. All right, man. Let's talk about the NFL, man. NFL schedule is dropping this
Yeah.
Wednesday. They went on ahead and put out the game opener. My Chiefs are playing the Ravens. Uh, the opening night on September 5th.
Big game.
Yeah, it should be
How
a pretty
surprised were
good.
you by that? I was expecting them to go a different route on that.
I wasn't surprised.
You
I
wasn't?
because when you break down all the home games, I knew it wasn't going to be any of the AFC West teams.
No, I wasn't
I,
expecting that
I
either.
wasn't
That was a
expecting
pipe
that.
dream with the Raider situation.
And if I saw a leak that we playing the Falcons week 2,
Week
and
two.
yeah, and usually don't play two back-to-back NFC teams. So I knew it wasn't going to be an NFC team. So it had to come down to the Texans and the Ravens. And
Is that
both
on the
of
road?
yeah, the
The
Atlanta game is
Falcons
on the
one?
road. Yeah, it's on the road.
Hmm.
So it may, what I'm saying? So it makes sense between Ravens and Texas. Both of them make sense. AFC Championship game or the the uprising Texans young star. But then
Yeah.
it was a part of me that was like, they're not going to give us that Texans game because they want to keep that, especially like on Sunday Night Football.
But I'm like, but see, this is where I was kind of a little bit surprised though, because I figured, opening night, how much buzz the Texans have. They just got Stephon Diggs. You kind of want to put
I don't even know. Sometime in July. Go
what?
ahead.
Oh, it
Go.
costs 25. Yeah, I
He's
think it's
asking.
I think it's July or June. But anyways, nah, that's why I was a little bit surprised because I low key thought they were gonna go the Texas route. You got CJ Stroud, the up and coming
Okay, Felicia.
oh nice.
For sure.
Uh got the up and coming CJ Stroud, how everybody's really excited with him coming off his rookie season. You got the Stephon Diggs trade going over there. Just the excitement that the Texans are building and then being a young squad kind of going up against Kansas City opening the banner. I thought it was gonna be that, but I figured the Ravens would be my second choice. Ravens was my second choice in that kind of situation. But overall, man, I'm really happy with the choice, man. I think this is going to be a really
Mhm.
great game. Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson shows up for the regular seasons.
he
I
does.
know we still have some questions with the playoffs, but
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a really good game. And your boy going to pick Lamar early.
Oh, this dude. This dude. What's up, Clisio, man? Thanks for watching, brother.
Yeah,
Uh,
appreciate you.
yeah. Uh, we gonna whoop that ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
What do you
gonna
think
come
the spread's
out.
going to be? What do you think the spread's going to be for this game?
That
Opening night.
it's already out. It's -3.
Oh, it's -3.
Yeah,
That's not bad. Home
yeah,
game. Yeah, I figured it's pretty
yeah,
good. But I'm just
yeah,
saying everybody's gonna be healthy on the Ravens side. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I
So
know, I
we
know,
finally
I
get
know.
we finally get to see Derrick Henry in that Ravens jersey, see how that whole thing plays out. So
Hollywood Brown returning to
Hollywood
play the
Brown.
Ravens.
Absolutely, yeah. You got that storyline right there. You got the
Yeah,
you got the MVP storyline with Mahomes and Lamar.
yeah.
The coaching battle. You got an amazing coaching battle right there.
Andy
Obviously,
Reid, yeah,
yeah,
John.
obviously with the great defense that the Chiefs had last year. See if they can duplicate that against this amazing Ravens defense that's going to come in really healthy.
Yeah,
I know they lost some pieces, but overall, I think we all assume that they're still going to be really one of the
yeah,
top tier defenses in the league. So
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, who do you think you guys open up against?
Honestly, they usually have us opening up against a divisional opponent. I'm assuming it was probably going to be the Chargers. I would probably say that honestly. I think where they always put us on the road.
Appreciate that, Cleese. Yeah.
Yo, appreciate you, my guy. They always have us on the road first week. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's Raiders Chargers. Hopefully it's a Monday night game. You know, I'm sure they want to marquee Jim Harbaugh. You know, being back with the Chargers. You know, Raiders do have some buzz. Obviously, we still don't have the quarterback, but you know, we do got some buzz with us as well. Strong fan base. You know, so you're gonna get strong turnout with the numbers. But you know, we'll see. If it's not a Monday night game, then, you know, obviously it'll definitely be a Sunday afternoon. Because like, what's the other game they announced? Obviously, we know the Brazil game, the Friday game. That's that's Eagles Packers or something like that. So that's a really good matchup. What do you think will be the nightcap for Sunday night? What matchup do you think that's going to be?
I think I saw somebody put would be a good game. I can't think.
I low key think Lions. Like I low key think them. I think the Lions are gonna get. I think the Lions are gonna get some kind of
Lions and Niners.
Yeah, Lions, Niners, Lions, Packers. Maybe they do that right off the rip. I've seen situations where the Packers do play divisional opponents right off the rip. So I've seen that kind of situation. Like, are they gonna do like a Cowboy? I don't think they'll do the Cowboys. I could see the Cowboys being the premiere for like Sunday afternoon. I could see some situation like that. I don't think they'll get the night. I don't think they'll get the night game. I think there's too many other good teams.
Didn't they get a night game last year?
They did. I think they got. I think it was
Giants, didn't it?
Dallas and Giants Sunday night, which was. Yeah. We don't want to see that again. We're good on the Giants, bro. And they're definitely not going to do Cowboys Eagles off the rip. They're not doing that. So that's a mid-season game. Because do the Lions play the Niners this year?
I'm pretty for sure they do.
Are they really going to give us that many great matchups first week? I don't know.
They could.
You know?
So.
What's up?
Because of your Giants win.
Oh man, bro, I'm being honest with you, bro. No one's trying to see them on prime time, bro. Y'all need to stick to that 10 a.m. slot, bro. We're good. We're good over here. Appreciate you, my guy. You know I always appreciate you, bro. But nah, I speak that with all fans. We do not want to see the Giants, man, at all. Maybe a couple Malik Neighbor highlights, but that's about it.
Oh man, yeah, do my boy. Understand.
No, it's all love, bro. It's all love. I mean that with no disrespect, bro. Yeah, who do you think the Bears gonna play first week? That's a really good thing. Bears versus Texans do the draft picks. That'll be a really good matchup. I can see them. Do the Bears play the Commanders? Because I could see that being week one. Them doing like Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels kind of situation, or make that. I could also see that being a Thursday night game too.
Calicio, stop, man.
Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
Don't do that to yourself,
Zeke. I'm happy Zeke back with y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know why they even got rid of him.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
in goal line situations.
No, I do agree with that. I don't know. It might be Bears and Lions Sunday night.
I can see that Monday night. I can see maybe that Sunday or Monday night.
I can see that the Sunday night game.
Caleb are they doing a doubleheader for Monday?
I don't know.
Be curious. I'm excited to see the schedule. I'm really curious, man, because I got to plan out where I'm gonna go. Giants smash the Raiders, and man, bro, we're not doing this again, bro. Come on, man, we're not doing this again, bro. I know me and you still got to do our Madden matchup. I know we have to do that, bro. But you know, college football coming out soon, my guys. So, you know, I'm getting my Gators ready. Y'all get y'all squads ready. We can link up and figure out who got the best ones. So, you know, get your recruits right. Make sure y'all get y'all NIL deals correct. I'm coming correct. I'm still in mad. I'm getting all 5 stars, baby. I'm giving families rovers, all that shit, houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some running phase on Madden. Calicio said he with the function too.
Okay. I really want to do like a tournament, man. I really want to do something like that, man.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing something like that.
Yeah, we got to get something going for sure. Put it on the Twitch channel. We do have a Twitch channel we haven't been using.
Yeah. I play with Mississippi State. Okay. So you got Mississippi State. I got Florida. Who? Obviously, you got Cris. Cris gonna be Mizzou. Okay.
Mizzou. All right, for sure. Yeah, it's going down. Let's talk about Kendrick and Drake, man.
Man, let's do it, man.
Because this is getting weird. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. What's your final thoughts?
I think with my final thoughts with this whole situation, obviously, we heard a lot more information with DJ Academics, going live yesterday, and obviously we had the Riddler going live. I woke up to the Riddler stuff, man. That shit was kind of crazy. But overall, it kind of played out how I really thought it would. I really thought Kendrick was gonna win this battle.
For sure.
I thought the whole situation, you kind of see the whole situation kind of play itself out where, you slowly starting to see all the stuff where Drake kind of like played himself during this whole battle. You kind of saw the arrogance. With Family Matters, you kind of saw the whole shit where he thought he dropped his nuke bomb, but it really didn't. It really didn't pan out that way. That Meet the Grams kind of like took all the energy out of that song. Even though I still think it's a great song. I know we talked about it
I agree,
last pod. There are holes in both what Kendrick and Drake said. Obviously, we don't know the whole full truths with both situations. But at the end of the day, man, I know some people were kind of like, trying to say that this battle was corny, that this battle lost some integrity with rap. I'm like, look, man, I feel like every rap battle, as far as like rappers dissing each other, have all had lies in it, have all had statements where we didn't know if it was true or not. A lot of them went low. So I don't know what's the difference between that. I saw the whole thing with Questlove kind of saying, rap is dead. I think people are just kind of like,
oh no.
I just think people are kind of like over exaggerating that whole shit with that whole type of situation. It's funny how you see Drake fans are still trying to convince everybody that Drake, still won. I'm curious to know what OVO Maul is gonna say with all his craziness shit that he said, especially after the whole Academics thing. If you haven't seen Academics going live yesterday, he kind of confirmed that what Drake said was a lie. He still doesn't know. Now he said what Kendrick said is a lie, but I don't think he even knows, because I don't think he's tapped in with Kendrick like that. He's just assuming at this point. He even kind of hinted at that. He kind of also admitted that the battle is over. If you want to say that Kendrick won, which I think a lot of people did. He has the number one hit. His numbers are going crazy. I agree that whenever that Like Us video comes out, it's gonna be popping. I'm gonna be curious to see who's in that video, who shows up for that video. I think this was a great thing for rap too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, I don't know if from when I looked, Billboard dropped their top 100, and if
He's
I'm
number
not,
one. He's number one.
yeah, Not Like Us is number one, but what else? What else, guys? I think like majority of like top.
Euphoria was like number 3, I
Yeah, like
think.
Not Like Us is number one. Euphoria was 3. Like That is 6. Family Matters is 7. And that's with the list of with Taylor Swift on it. You obviously got Tommy Richmond and some other cats on there that's kind of thriving right now. So overall, man, I think this is a great thing for hip hop. I'm curious to see obviously what's next for Kendrick and what's next for Drake. I'm also curious to see if hip hop as a culture and a movement can keep this movement going, because hip hop is number one right now. It seems like it got back restored to that with this whole situation, as far as like being the talking point. I'm curious to see if they can keep this moving with music. You know what I mean? Not just Kendrick and Drake, but other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to get more great music? Or is this just kind of like the big thing that just happened, and then all of a sudden it just loses all its lust, because we're still getting mediocre music that doesn't have a lasting impact at all. So that I'm very curious to know, obviously, how that whole situation goes as well. But overall, man, kudos to both of these guys. No matter what side you went on, man, this was something great to see, and for hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it was good for hip hop. It was a good talking point. Well, regardless of what side you was on, regardless if you're a Kendrick stan, a Drake stan, you're neutral, it was good, to see these guys, be going back and forth, and
Yeah.
not knowing who was gonna say what, and how
Mm-hmm.
they was gonna say it. But we, now that we see the outcome, like you said, Drake had some missteps. He was too arrogant. He thought he was gonna hit him with a bop with Family Matters and get them all out of here. And he was too, I felt like he was just like, when we talked about this on Wednesday, last Wednesday, that he was just too distracted, man. He was too distracted by other artists dissing him instead of just zeroing in on Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought that the fake stuff that he was gonna drop on them was gonna stick with the him beating on his girl and all that stuff and the Dave Free stuff was gonna stick. And you never know if just like I said, if that song was able to sit for at least a day or two, maybe we having a different conversation. But with Kendrick being very strategic and dropping Meet the Grams, that threw a monkey wrench in everything. And then not like us, just put the coffin on it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
like I said, man, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He's getting his flowers. Not to say he doesn't, but he's really getting his flowers now. People are starting to recognize how great of an artist, not just a lyricist, but how great of an artist that Kendrick Lamar is. And hey, man, I'm all for it, man. I'm all
Let
for
me
it.
let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you some let me ask you some questions. Like, obviously, we with this whole battle, we kind of notice all the relationships that have been kind of I wouldn't say are over with, but I've been really staying. We can say at the least with Drake and a lot of different relationships that he had. We're kind of seeing the reasons why I guess he's been kind of like attaching himself with younger artists and stuff because a lot of the artists that he really was attached to aren't really fucking with him like that no more. So let me ask you: do you think he will be able to at least repair some of these relationships? If that, how does he go about that? If not, do you think he's just gonna find like a new lane? You think he's gonna stick with the younger artists? What do you think?
I think him and Rick Ross will be cool in a couple of months.
Think so?
Personally, I don't think that was personal. He did that because of the cease and desist to French Montana. Hell, French Montana is not even mad about it. He's talked to Drake about it, and they're cool. So,
Yeah.
I think that situation will blow over. Um, as far as Metro Boomin goes, I don't know that man has a disdain for Drake. Like, and I don't know if Drake would want to mend fence. You just made a whole beat talking about BBL Drizzy on there and got
Hmm.
people rapping all over it. And he kind of instigated the situation. Not to say that Kendrick and Drake had not been throwing shots at each other for years, but he kind of lighted the flame and put Kendrick on this Like That song, and that kind of like ignited everything. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Metro doesn't like Drake, before this song dropped. So, you know, I don't know their relationship. I know they just interviewed 21 Savage, and he was like, Drake is my guy, and Metro's my guy. They'll fix that situation. So maybe
Yeah.
he's the one. Maybe he'll be the voice of reason to be like, hey man, I'm gonna get you guys to sit down and let's squash this. Whatever situation, whether it be over a girl,
Hmm.
whether it be over whatever, let's squash it.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, do
So
you think Drake will take a how much of a hit do you think Drake will take as far as like in the public eye? As far as like, do you think his numbers are gonna go down anyway? Do you think the popularity of him, how long do you think he should be gone for? Because like I was listening to a
who
couple
is
couple cats where they were
who
kind of
is
like,
Fusing Sally?
yeah, I don't know who Fuse Sally
I
is.
don't know who that
I,
is
I've,
too.
I've
So
I've listened to a couple cats where they're kind of talking about like if Drake were to take a leave of absence, like a long leave of absence, let's say like a year and stuff like that. And we kind of saw the whole situation between Ja and 50. Like Ja was at the top of the world. Ja was to me, Ja was the original Drake in the sense of where the times were. And we saw how his career kind of like derailed after that whole situation. Do you think
but
it's
the
possible
difference
with Drake?
but the difference was that 50 Cent was the new hot thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick's not the new hot thing. He's been around. He's got a fan base. It was just at that time 50 was the new hot thing. He's lined up with Eminem, one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's going uh 110 on Ja Rule right now. And at this time, yeah, Ja Rule was, doing the singy thing, but a lot of dudes didn't like that. There was a lot of dudes that was hating on him because he was doing all that singing and stuff like that. So here comes 50 Cent talking trash about him, calling him a wankster, just going in on him. You know what I'm saying? And
But
that was
isn't
just
that isn't that the same thing was going on with Kendrick and Drake? Like there, everybody's questioning his cultural impact, like what he means to the culture in a sense. Like, does he take from the
yeah,
culture, or does he give to the culture for what he is? And isn't that really the same thing?
yes and no, because the difference is nowadays the let's just be real, man. A lot of people don't care about that shit nowadays. They let it so much shit slide that they wouldn't let slide back then. They
Hmm.
let way more slide. And Drake, the one thing that Ja Rule can't do is he can't make a full fledged R&B album like Drake can. Like Drake can tap into that. He can go and do some Caribbean stuff and Jamaican stuff. And he still got the female fan base. Like they're not gonna leave. You would have to see Drake like beating on some woman or doing something defiling some woman, and even still,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Clis, yeah, no hip hop heads care. Like the you know the hip hop, I mean the non hip, the casuals are still gonna rock with Drake. As long as he keep dropping them hits, making them dance in the club or doing whatever, that they're gonna be fine, and the females are still going to uh support him and go to his concerts and all that stuff. So no, I don't think this is gonna be a demise of Drake. Like I would be surprised. I would literally be surprised if this was the demise of Drake. It would have to be like something, like I said, it would have to be some like stuff to come out like he, on the pedo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it had to be some stuff like that.
I'll say this. My whole opinion on this is I don't think it'll be the end of Drake, but I'm very curious to see how much of a blow this does have. Like how much of a sting that does this take away from Drake? Because at the end of the day, the way our society is, yeah, we live in a microwave society where people tend to forget. But at the same time, man, when it's a popular thing to
Yeah.
trash the situation, people stick to that, and they stick to their guns in that situation. So I'm not saying it's gonna be in, but I'm very curious. Like hip hop history tells us that the potential of this happening is not low. It's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But
I mean,
we'll
because
see. We'll see.
I more so equate this more to Nas and Jay. Like Jay was on top, Nas was kind of quiet, and then he threw them shots at Nas, and then Nas came with Ether. You know what I'm saying? And Jay took a hit, but he wasn't out of the limelight. He didn't destroy him.
I get it in a sense of like just the battle itself, but I think at this moment in time, those guys weren't established as Kendrick and Drake were. Like I love Jay and I love Nas, but they weren't as established as what Kendrick was at this moment in time and what Drake was at this moment in time. And yeah, that battle, they weren't. Jay was not where Drake was, and and Nas was not where Kendrick was. That's facts. But my thing with this
But he didn't
situation
have the
is,
blueprint. The blueprint was highly regarded. Like
yeah, but hip hop was, but I get Jay was at the top of his game, but I don't think it was at the same peak as where Drake was at this moment in time. Drake is on another level. You gotta no matter how we feel about Drake, we gotta at least say that. Like he's literally you know a true pop star in a
yeah, it
sense. You
is.
know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, it's just not impossible. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's
Mhm.
gonna happen. As I said, I still like Drake's music. You know what I mean? I still play Drake's music. Like that's not gonna stop. But I'm just saying it's just not. I'm just saying it's just not impossible. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's do our bet at short five picks.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to take the Mavericks minus 1.5 tomorrow. I'm going to take the Knicks 2.5, and I'm going to take the over,
Okay.
and I'm taking the Timberwolves plus 4.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm gonna take the Knicks minus 2.5. I think they're gonna come out balling in New York. I'm gonna take Thunder minus 1.5. I think they're gonna even that series tonight. And then, as I said, I think the Celtics gonna go cruise control on the Cavs. So I got them minus 8.5 tonight.
For sure. If you go to our Twitter or our YouTube page, you can go to the link. Go to the Bettis website. If you're, this is first time user, sign in. Your first deposit, put in join 125 as the promo code, and you will get 125% off your first bet. That's like 3 risk-free bets, minimum of $100. So go to Bet Us and make you some money, man.
Yeah.
right. Let's go to basketball, man. Should Kobe be in the GOAT debate? I'm gonna let you lay this one up.
No, obviously, I saw a debate topic on obviously first take where they're kind of getting in a situation where why Kobe isn't talked more as far as like in the GOAT debate situation. Obviously, it's just been kind of like the LeBron James, Michael Jordan debate. And I you know me, I'm a straight Kobe fan. I do believe there should be more cats that are in this GOAT debate. I don't really think it should just be dictated to just LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I think Kobe should be involved in there. I think Magic Johnson should be involved in there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think he should be involved in that talk as well. Yeah, I think with this situation, what Kobe has meant and the impact that he has had post Jordan, he's impacted a lot of careers. He has kind of like the resume to be in the conversation. I know a lot of people like to put obviously he had Shaq in his early years, but when you really look at those series, yeah, Shaq was a dominant player at that time, but we cannot forget what Kobe meant in that Indiana Pacers series, especially when he twisted his ankle and Shaq fouled out, I believe. We can't forget about the clutch situations he had with the Portland Trailblazers in that series to get them to the finals. The Sacramento Kings games that he had, obviously the games that he had with Pau Gasol and the team that was surrounding him. Those 2 years beating that Celtics team, that had Paul Pierce, that had Rondo, that had Allen, that had Kevin Garnett, and some other cats. So, and obviously with Magic Johnson was probably one of the greatest point guards of all time. Between him and Steph, 1 and 2, and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I mean? And then obviously, if you want to put Will Chamberlain in there, I wouldn't be mad at that. Bill Russell as well. I'm not going to forget about Bill. There's just so many other cats. It just needs to stop being dictated to just LeBron and Michael Jordan. I think it's just disrespectful for other players who also have similar resumes as those guys. Obviously, the longevity with LeBron James is, he has that. Michael Jordan being undefeated in the finals, he has that. And then just kind of like the kind of like post that he had with, like, he brought the NBA back on his feet in a sense, after the whole, obviously with the help of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird at that time. Then obviously Michael Jordan took them to another realm. You know what I mean? So that's all. Like, I just think there should be more cats involved in the debate.
Uh, I agree that Kobe should be involved in the debate. I'm not mad. I know people who think Kobe is the best player of all times,
Mm,
and like I said, I'm not gonna argue it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has a resume.
yeah.
Some people, if you want to, you can throw Tim Duncan in there if you want
No,
to.
yeah, yeah, no, for real. Mhm.
But as far as I go, I'm always gonna say Jordan because I've outside of because even with LeBron James, I've people still kind of look at him like they don't fear him or discuss LeBron like people discuss Michael Jordan. Now I know Michael Jordan has the mystique because there was no internet back then, so a lot of the mystique of that stuff back then you could kind of keep that when you all you have is newspapers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting to see how if Jordan was in this era of the internet, would that mystique still be there? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, but uh, like I said, Kobe should definitely be in the discussion. Magic Johnson, of course, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should be in that discussion also, because he was winning championships before uh, Magic got there. So,
yeah,
so definitely, those guys should be in those discussions. But like I said, I just think it's maybe it shouldn't be a GOAT conversation. Maybe it should be the best of their eras
mm,
type deal. We should have those type of discussions, because it's kind of hard to say, oh, well, this guy was the best ever, because in basketball, eras change, the importance of that position change. Um, at a time, back then, the big man was a little bit different regarded than it is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like Joel Embiid, he is a big guy, but he's a big guy who can shoot threes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
hmm,
so it's a little different than the way the positions are played nowadays. What do you
absolutely.
do? What do you do with somebody like a Kevin Durant? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you? He's he's a freak athlete who could, he's got a 7 foot wingspan, and what I'm saying, like he's built like a 7 footer, and he can shoot threes, he can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I just think it should be best of errors. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just kind of hard to measure. Because now we're just playing dream match. Oh, what if Michael Jordan was in this era? Well, we don't know. Not to say that Michael Jordan wouldn't be great. I think he could translate to any era, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's all speculation. You know what I'm saying? We can't, just like if somebody said, well, if LeBron James was in the 80s, well, you can't, because the one thing discussion I don't like is, oh, if LeBron James in the 80s, he would get pumped. Well, his mentality would be different because his mindset would be that type of basketball. He would be trained up to play that type of basketball. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm always going to say Michael Jordan is the greatest of all times because I've witnessed it with my own eyes, the things that he did in his time. But putting Kobe in there, I'm not mad at that. He's had a hell of an impact on the game. I think impact is also a big thing as far as the GOAT conversation. How did he impact the game? You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
can tell he impacted the game a lot. A lot of people look up to him. Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving, the Dwayne Wades, like guys like that. They looked up to Kobe. You know what I'm
No, yeah,
saying? Yeah,
yeah.
they looked up to Mike. You know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan. But some of these guys, and especially now, these kids don't know who Mike. They didn't watch Mike. They weren't around. They saw Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna big up Kobe, and that's gonna be their goat. It's just like music, you know what I'm saying? People didn't grow up on Tupac and Biggie, but they
Mhm.
might have grew up on Drake and
Yeah,
Kendrick. You know what I'm
absolutely, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And that's gonna be their goats. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? So
Time, as I said, I agree with you. Like everything is in the error mode. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like it's hard to depict who is the greatest of all time because these guys are never going to play against each other. It's not going to
yeah,
happen. You know what I mean? You can do a simulation on 2K, but that's not the reality of the situation. Um, like yeah, you know what I mean? There's been so many great players, and I know people are so infatuated with the Mount Rushmore, the top four, and all that. You know what I mean? You need
yeah,
to tell me if they you could put another head on the mountain. It's not you. It just doesn't have to be four. Um, Everybody's gonna have their own personal opinion. You know what I mean? I just think that, especially with certain outlets, I just think they need to be more respectful for what these guys put into the culture. I think Kobe gets dismissed a lot. I think there's a lot of players that get dismissed as far as like it just in the conversation. You don't have to have them as your GOAT, but just the conversation alone just puts the respect on their career. You know what I'm saying? Like that alone just shows the respect. And you got to do it. Like you just see the toolage that Kobe Bryant did with a lot of these players, with a LeBron, with a Carmelo Anthony, with
jeez.
I know, yeah, I saw that. I saw that deal. I saw that deal. We'll get to that here after this, but
Mhm.
yeah. So at the end of the day, man, we just got to put some more respect on a lot of these careers. A lot of these guys' names that had amazing careers. As you said, I'm happy you brought up Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan needs to be up there as well. He
Mhm.
had a great career.
Mhm.
That whole team was amazing.
It was.
And there's going to be more players that are going to be in this conversation. It's not going to stop where LeBron is at. Like you have a lot of great players. Steph is in that conversation. You have young cats like Anthony Edwards and Victor Wembanyama who are going to try to get in those conversations as well. Giannis still has the capabilities to get in those
Yeah.
conversations as well. So
What do we do with Jokic?
it's
Like,
gonna be
what do we
forever.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jokic as well. You know what I mean?
What do we do with
This
Jokic?
conversation is never gonna stop. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Obviously the top 75 players are gonna be different just with how it is, but like I said, let's put a little bit more respect on these guys' names, man.
Yeah, for sure. We can go ahead and talk about this. Your boy Jared Goff
Yeah,
just got
yeah.
a
Big deal, big deal.
four-year, $212 million deal, 170
70
million
million guarantee.
guaranteed.
So what do you mean? So obviously we see what he got with this deal. What do you think this means for Dak Prescott
Oh,
and
Dak is
his
looking
deal?
at this like this.
Do
Might
you
not be
think
from Dallas, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah, for real. Congratulations to Jared Goff, man. Well
Yeah,
deserved, man. He had a hell of, last couple years, man. He's been on the right trajectory. I don't see anything different this year. I think they have the potential to make a Super Bowl. They have a Super Bowl team. So obviously there's gonna be a lot of pressure with him with this contract, but
yeah, most
um,
definitely.
he still has Ben Johnson, so I think that's a good sign. So I think
Mhm.
this team is going to be really good. To me, this team, it all depends on their defense. Can their defense step up? At the end of the day, so that was their kind of like Achilles heel. Even though they played amazing in that first half against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, they just couldn't finish it
Mhm.
out. But a
Yeah.
couple drop balls that could have been caught, man. They could have been in the Super Bowl last year. So keep your eyes open. Hey, that NFC North looks fun as fuck, man. They got that. That's a nice little division right there when you really think
Yeah.
about it. Honestly, that's gonna be a fun division to watch.
So he's getting 53 million a year.
Okay, okay.
He's going to be the second. He's the second highest paid quarterback behind Joe Burrows, who's making 55.
So who you think gets the next contract? Which quarterback gets the next contract at this rate?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. You
Yeah.
think he deserves that?
So at this
I don't
point,
know, man. If he don't have a great year this year, I don't think.
I hear you. I hear you. But what's Jacksonville gonna do? Like they
You have a whole bunch of quarterbacks coming out next year.
I
Like,
don't know if they better than Trevor Lawrence.
how do we know? How do we know? What has Trevor Lawrence showed you? Like he had the one good year. Like, come on, Chris, let's have this conversation, dog. I know you laughing. But let's be honest, bro. What has Trevor Lawrence really showed you to garner that he should be able to get this kind of contract? If he can't perform this year with the
Yeah,
squad,
okay. I put it to you like this. I hear you. No, I hear you. If he doesn't put up, if he doesn't at least put up some good numbers this year, have a great year, and Jacksonville doesn't make it to at least the division, nah, at least the AFC Championship this
they
year.
got to. They
If
got
they don't
to.
make it to the AFC Championship this year, and Trevor Lawrence doesn't have at least a nice, he's in the top 5 in all categories when it comes to quarterback. Then I hear what you're
And
saying.
doesn't get hurt. Like we got to factor that in
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like look, I get it. Like we look, I think there's some really good quarterbacks coming out next year. When you really look at that draft can be not that bad. I know a lot of people were saying like this year's draft is going to really outshadow the draft coming up next year, but who's to say? Like there are a lot of really good pieces out there, man, that are going to come out next year potentially. So,
Yeah.
and then you can always use Trevor Lawrence as trade bait if you really don't have that kind of like trust in him. Then you could use him as trade bait. I think you could probably still get a one for him at that point because there's going to be somebody that's going to be reaching for a quarterback, i.e. the Raiders. Like we still need a quarterback. Who knows what the situation is going to be with the Giants? Who knows what the situation is going to be with the Steelers? Yeah, there are quarterbacks coming out next year, but we got to see what's up, man. Trevor Lawrence is on the clock, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. We'll see. Like I said, we shall see. Uh, okay, let's talk about NCAA 25, man.
Yeah.
Uh, they put out their cover. I want to post it. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Boom, boom, there, bam. So that's one of the covers. They said there's more covers coming.
Yeah, Thursday
But
they're gonna drop the other two, I think.
yeah. So what are your thoughts? You like this?
I'm excited, bro. Like I love the depiction in this with all the teams. This is just another step closer to knowing that this game is real. You know what I mean? I know people have had their doubts. My excitement is through the roof. I don't see my Gator boys in there anywhere. Oh, I see him right there in the corner. But anyways, man, I think the Gators helmet should be up a little bit higher, but that's kind of a travesty. But anyways, no, I'm excited for this game, man. Hopefully, this is better than what Madden has been providing. I know there's been some kind of conversations that this game isn't going to be exactly like Madden. They're going to have some difference, but we can only take EA. We only can trust EA so much, with what they be saying. But I'm excited, man. Hopefully, we get some gameplay here soon. I know they're supposed to be releasing some news here. I think either Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm excited to see what it is. Rumor is they're gonna add the other covers, but who knows? We might get more information, maybe even some more still pics, and maybe even some gameplay footage. So I'm excited, man. Watch out for them Gator boys coming.
Yeah, I know they somebody leaked out. I don't know if it's real, but they had the prices and the GameStop.
Oh yeah, I think that's real. I think that's a real leak. I think
You're gonna have the Heisman edition and then the deluxe edition. So
yeah,
probably the regular one. So
are you gonna get what version you gonna get? Regular?
I'm getting the regular.
Regular version.
Man.
Look, I would get the 150 version if it came with like a helmet or something.
He said a helmet.
Came with a helmet or something. I don't
Nigga,
know.
look,
I'll be kind of curious
if
to know
I'm
what you
buying
think
the
of that.
Heisman, I better get a duplicate Heisman in the damn mail.
I'm well, like, what do you get with the Heisman? Does it say?
I don't know. He didn't say.
I'm curious to know
They
what you
probably
get with it.
revealed that.
But I think this game is supposed to release in early, early. Isn't it June or July?
Mm, I think it's July.
Mm,
I think it's July.
that's
But
all.
we shall see, man.
Yeah, we should see.
All right, man. Let's talk about WNBA, brother.
Man, let's do it
Uh, so the season is starting up
tomorrow.
uh,
Starts
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. So what are your season predictions, man? You know, you
So so
think you think the Aces three-peat?
Yes, the Aces are definitely on the three-peat. We're definitely gonna get the Aces three-peat. Asia Wilson's definitely gonna win her another MVP, another Finals MVP. Um, Rookie of the Year. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to Angel Reese. I think I'm gonna give it to Angel Reese. Um, I'm not giving it to Caitlin Clark, dog.
I
I'm
know you wasn't gonna give it to
not
her.
giving it to Caitlin
Why
Clark.
you not, man? It's hers to lose, man. What are you talking about?
Um, um, um,
They,
Look, yeah, it is hers to lose
they
as far
got
as
her
like in the
name.
public
They
opinion.
they putting her name on it
But
right now, brother. What are you
yeah,
talking
I don't know why. I think there's some young girls like I gotta see how Camila Cardoza comes off.
about? Is she
Little
hurt?
she is hurt. I don't know when she's gonna be able to come back. That's why I said Angel Reese. Angel Reese has been playing pretty good as
Yes.
far as like some of the regular seasons, some of the preseason games that she has. I'm not gonna count out any of the girls that we got with Deja Fair and Kate. Who knows how much game time they're gonna get, but they're gonna be in a lot of high profile games. And then obviously the young lady that got drafted by the Sparks, man. I think she's gonna play amazing as well. So we'll see,
Brinkley. Is
man.
it Brink?
I'm not.
Cameron Brink. Is that her name?
Yeah, Cameron, yeah, something like that. Cameron Brink. Shout out to her. No hate on Caitlin Clark, man. No hate, no hate. You know what I mean? She's definitely gonna be in the conversation. Hopefully, sooner or later they'll start calling off that push off that they consider a crossover type shit. You know what I mean? That shit ain't no fucking crossover. Hopefully they start calling that, and then half her points will be fucking cut in half. So we'll see.
Oh boy, here we go.
Now that's hate right there. That's hate.
That was
That's hate right there. That's hate, man. That's hate.
Caleb Clark, man. Jamal say he hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dribble the ball.
Hey man. Hey man. That's all I'm saying, bro. We'll see, man. I'm excited for the games, man. Obviously, Caitlin Clark plays tomorrow. They play the Connecticut Sun. I also have the Liberty in the WNBA Finals with the Aces. I think we're gonna get a rematch of that. Aces Liberty is just too good. Connecticut Sun, watch out for the Connecticut Sun. They got a nice little squad over there too. But yeah, you got Caitlin Clark versus Connecticut Sun tomorrow. Then Diana Taurasi and the Mercury play the defending champion Aces here in Vegas. So definitely got to check out one of these games. I know I'm talking shit about the Caitlin Clark, but I'll probably check out her whenever she come out here. I think she come out here twice, so I'll check out I'll check out Shorty then. And I might change my mind. I gotta see her in person.
She said, "Maul in the building. I'm putting 30 up, bro."
Hey man, shit, she put up 30. Shit,
she gonna point at you.
I'll give
She
her
gonna point at you every time she make a shot.
That's cool. Shit. Anytime she points at me and the camera comes on me, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Cris down the mall. Go check out the pod. Go check out the pod."
You gotta get that t-shirt. You gotta get some t-shirts.
No, facts. I might even be one of the motherfuckers holding up the poster board. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, dog. Tap in.
All right, man. I think this is the year of the beef, man, because we got Shay versus Shaq.
Yeah, man. So how this shit even get started again?
Because Shaq, what did he do? Oh, because he kind of was hating on. I don't want to say he was hating on Jokic. It was just his opinion. He didn't think Jokic
Oh
should
yeah,
be.
yeah. Okay.
I don't think he said he don't think he'd be MVP or something like that. And Shannon Sharp, made his comment saying that Shaq is always jealous of all the big men out there, and whatever. So Shaq came back and said, dudes who are not equal to me in their sport, which we're not gonna do that to Shannon. I don't know why people do this with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is top 5 tight end of all times. Like,
No, yeah, yeah. Put some respect on
like,
the name, yeah, for sure.
like
Put some respect on the name.
I know that now that he's on the media side, and he's real animated and whatever. Even though he was animated like that when he played,
Yeah.
but and he talked trash. But we're not gonna do this to Shannon Sharp. Like Shannon Sharp, yeah. When you talk about the tight end position, you think of Shannon Sharp too.
On me. Yeah,
Like,
no.
so I didn't agree with that with Shaq, you know what I'm saying? But he just basically said anybody who's not the equal to me in their sport, they can't speak on my name.
Mhm.
I'm one of the greatest of all time, the best big man ever, most dominated big man ever, pretty much. Then he put a diss track out.
I heard that shit. I heard that shit. That shit was crazy.
Shaq, stop rapping, bro. All right, just cut it out, cut it out. But what's your thoughts on this, man?
Honestly, I remember what Shaq did with the whole Jokic thing. I low key respected it. He told him to him straight to his face. I get people are like, yo, the timing of it, but at the same time, this is Jokic's third MVP. It wasn't like his first, so miss me with the timing shit. He was just honest. Like he just said what even I believed and what some other cats believed. They believed Shea should have got it. I think with the numbers that he had, he was 3-1 against Denver, so I think that should have had some more weight on it as well. He was the number one seed, which a lot of people wanted to put weight on. I think Shea should. I think overall, when you look at everything in its totality, I believe Shea should have got that MVP award, especially how when you see other cats when they get their second in a row, how much criticism they get for getting the third. And I just didn't hear any criticism with Jokic getting his third. Like he wasn't better than he was last year. I'm not gonna say that. He was really good, but he wasn't way better than last year. I've heard way too many guys who put in their ballot like, yo, you need to be better than what you were last year to win the MVP award again. And I don't think Jokic was that. I think Shea Gilgeous put up just the same, if not better numbers. His team was better. He had the youngest squad, too, in the entire league. Put him on his back. He had like over 53-point game, 30-point games. It was crazy. Like numbers was stupid. You know what I'm saying? He shot what 1,500 shots, over 50%. I think the next closest one was like the dude shot only like 500 shots. I think it was like TJ McConnell or something like that. Mm-hmm. Something wild that as far as like with guards, it was crazy. So I'm not mad at that. I just think this whole thing is funny. I think the diss was hilarious. I hope Shannon comes back with a diss. I think that would be fucking hilarious as fuck. Drink some of that Potier, whatever he has as far as his liquor. But man, hopefully, man, these guys just dap it up, man. This Shannon got 2 bad hips. Shaq out here, not being loved.
Bad hip too.
He got bad hips and all that too. You know what I mean? So hopefully these guys can piece it up, man. And get back to just bringing back some peace into the black neighborhoods.
Yeah, stop playing with Shannon Sharp's name, yo. Y'all getting reckless out here. That dude is built like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, but he got bad hips, man. So he can't juke like he used to, bro. That shit gonna pop out.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, man. Who's your flowers of the week?
So my flowers of the week, I got 2. I got a quick 2. First one goes to Starbucks again. That spicy strawberry. I added the tequila in it. That shit is fire. I suggest anybody go do that. Get the spicy strawberry refresher. Add some tequila in it. That's the new summer drink. Shout out to your boy. And then number 2, I'm gonna give another shout out to Asia Wilson. She finally got her shoe deal from Nike. They announced that over the weekend, trying to say that, you thought you weren't gonna give her a deal. Nah, motherfucker, you weren't gonna give her a deal. Like, let's stop with that shit. But her shoe doesn't come out to 2025. But nonetheless, she finally starting to get the love that we all, especially me, thinks that she deserves. Man, she deserves a lot, man. As far as she's one of the pioneers of the WNBA Finals MVP. So shout out to Asia Wilson, man. So those are my flowers.
Yeah, that's my flowers too. Asia Wilson getting her own shoe. She deserves it. I'm excited for her, man. She deserves the love and the flowers. 2-time MVP. Mm-hmm. Working on her third one, trying to get the third championship. Yeah, she should be the face of the league.
Yep, that is true.
All right, who's your hell nah go to?
So I got another quick two. First one goes to NFL players being sensitive as fuck over this whole NBA shit. Like, bro, y'all gotta chill, bro. It is not that fucking deep, bro. I've never seen so many NFL players get so pissed off of Austin Rivers' statement.
Hey
Like,
man,
not that deep.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my
It's
shit,
not that
dog.
deep, bro. Y'all
You
got
know
to
what
get
I'm
over that
saying?
shit. This
You
just
know what
shows
I'm saying?
how much sensitive y'all motherfuckers are compared to other players, man. This is crazy. And then on top of that, like I don't think it's too far fetched that that Austin Rivers was correct because at the end of the day, I know they wanted to bring up the topic about the mindset of being in the NFL playing training camp. I get it, but motherfucker, they don't even hit as hard as they used to because they can't do it. So what are we even talking about? You know what I mean? You got cats in training camp wearing helmets on top of helmets to protect their heads. You can't even tackle as much as you do. You can't practice as much as you do. And even if you get into the game, you can barely touch cats on the offensive side as it is. So what are we talking about? It's not, to me, it's not that far fetched. And then number two, I'm gonna give it to Adam Silver, man, because obviously, it's only starting to hear news that the TV deals are starting to get signed. It seems like the NBA is gonna go to NBC, so that means, unfortunately, this might be the end of Inside the NBA with Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq and Ernie. Hopefully, they can figure something out where they can move them into having their own show. Um, um, on NBC. Obviously, there are rumors that Ernie's not going to leave TNT, so that would be kind of hard to do. Maybe they can do their own show on like YouTube or something. They got to figure out those guys together. So I got to give it to Adam Silver. I know he's done a lot of great things for the NBA, and I get they're trying to move forward with getting more money for the TV deals. But with that, we're gonna lose some. We're gonna lose a lot with this new TV deal. So I got to give it to Adam.
Yeah, my hell no goes to Soldier Boy. He's a scumbag. He on Mother's Day gonna tweet out some tweets to Metro Boomin. I guess Metro Boomin lost his mother.
Yeah,
And
murder suicide. Yep.
yeah, he is out here tweeting stuff out about his moms and just very distasteful scumbag type of behavior from Soldier Boy. I don't know. That's not the type of clout chasing that you need to be trying to get. You know what
No.
I'm saying? If you wanted to send a diss record out on Monday, whatever. But to talk about that man's mom like that on Mother's Day, that was very disrespectful, brother. And you get a hell no the week,
Nah,
bro.
that's the biggest hell no the whole week. And my dog about to get a hell no. She won't stop barking either.
The dog mad at Soldier Boy. That's what.
Nah, facts, man. Soldier Boy,
Oh,
crazy.
hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Boy, you get your goddamn ugly ass.
Yeah, go ahead. What you saying?
Nah, Soldier Boy, man, that was some ugly shit, bro. We gotta stop giving this man attention, bro, because he be saying some reckless shit. That was very disrespectful. I hope somebody socks that motherfucker in the mouth.
Mhm.
Real talk.
I hope Metro Boomin sees him
I
and
hope Metro, and
flushes.
Future does some WWE shit, come out the curtain and whoop his ass at the same damn time. Yeah, so
Yeah, that was nasty work. All right, man. Let's give a shout out to Glitch Energy Drink.
yeah, man. Shout out to Glitch, man. They've been riding with us for a minute. So appreciate y'all. Glitch Energy Drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, or grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy Drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy Drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code CRISSTYLEMALL to get 10% off your purchase and start enjoying these great drinks, man. So use the promo code, save that money. Shout out to Glitch.
Yeah, shout out to Glitch Energy Drink for sure, for sure. Uh, whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast on, the Crystal Lamar podcast is available, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to look up Crystal Lamar, follow us, and listen to our episodes, man. And if you're a first time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump into the live with us, talk in the comments with these topics with us. We want you guys to be a part of this show just like we are. So
Mhm.
we want to hear from y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this show entertaining and good is that the fans can interact with us too. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Threads, whatever you use to do your social media on. Cristal and Mall podcast is on there. Follow us at Cristal and Mall. Uh, we will follow you back. We're just some regular guys who like to watch sports and talk music and movies and all kinds of stuff. So hit us up, man. You know, you could give us feedback and critiques, or you can give us topics and questions. If we like those topics or questions, we will bring them up on the show and we will shout you out on the show. So
Mhm.
go ahead and do that, man. So we could, give you that, show you that love and appreciation for hitting us up, man. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, man. Until Wednesday night, we go.
Shout out to everybody who watched today.
Yeah,
Appreciate
for
it.
sure.